though? BallHawk Show.
What up, though? BallHawk Show.
BallHawk. There we go. What they tune into, dog?
BallHawk, baby, all day, every day.
What they tune into, cuz?
Sip the juice. I got enough to go around.
What they do?
And the thought takes place uptown.
Yeah.
I grew up on the sidewalk while on street talk, and then talk the whole New York. I go to Queens for Queens.
Sucker think he can whoop you.
Pony in my hand and never been choking. Go uptown to the Bronx and boogie down, go strong on the island, recoup around. Time to build my juice back up. Pop stack up. Suckers get smacked up. Don't doubt the clout. We know what I'm about.
Check. What's good? It's good with y'all, man. Give y'all a minute to load up before we get started today for this live show. We'll have some fun. Got plenty to talk about. You already know. I'll put the link in the, I'll pin this also, so everybody can see it. I dig it. You'll be joining in 20. All right, Blaze, I got you. Give everybody else a chance to load up. Brandon, I got you, man. Got your Venmo, so I'll be getting your hoodie out to you. Aaron, what's good with you, bro? You chilling? You know how Mondays is, man. We got to do a live session. Have some fun. I know a lot of people going to get upset with some of the content we got because we got to keep it thorough. But make sure you share when you come in too, man, so everybody can check out the show. They could join the show. Gonna recap some games, talk about some hot topics. Of course, we'll talk about some college football with Clemson and Notre Dame. Some storylines. You know, Mike Tomlin securing another non-losing season. Where does he fall with all-time, coaches, and is he appreciated for what he's been doing? So, yeah, man, let's go ahead and jump right into it. I see people loading up. Salute to everybody. Salute. Jump on in. Share when you jump in. Because Mondays, man, we got to get live, man. We got to get some energy. I ain't did a live podcast in 2 weeks? If I wouldn't have went today, it would have been 3. Man, let me get this mic off the stand. Let's go ahead and wrap, man. So, shout out to the sponsors, Able Insurance. Go to ableinsurance.net for all your insurance needs. That's home, business, auto, life insurance. Click on Able Insurance, Charlottesville, right there. If you're looking for affordable policies, man, holler at the good people at Able Insurance. Also, man, go to manscaped.com. Manscaped, they got the Lawnmower 3.0. They sponsor the BallHawk now, so make sure you check them out. And if you want to purchase anything at the checkout, make sure you use promo code The BallHawk Show for 20% off and free shipping and handling. Again, go to manscaped.com. Get that Lawnmower 3.0 because your balls will thank you. Use the promo code The BallHawk Show. Take care of that. And that's all I'm gonna do for sponsors right now as we get more into the podcast. I do some more reads, but let's go, man. Let's get started because I'm trying to go like 90 minutes, trying to go into 7, starting at 5:30, going to 7. I'm staying true to that. All right, 90 minutes. I'm not trying to make this a long podcast. So first, let's talk about Clemson versus Notre Dame. Thought that was a good game. Thought that was a real good game. Of course, Clemson didn't have their starting quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. But the young freshman for Clemson, did an exceptional job, man. An exceptional job of putting them in a position to win and went to overtime. They took the L. Salute to Notre Dame for doing what they were supposed to do, defending home field. But DJ for Clemson was 29 of 44, 439 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 0 turnovers. They limit Travis Etienne to 28 yards on 18 carry. That's 1.6 yards a carry. Here's a guy that averages over 7 yards a carry for his career. Here's the ACC's all-time leading rusher, and they held him to 1.6 yards per carry. You know what I'm saying? So peace to you, Steven. But Clemson is losing. They didn't have their starting linebacker. They were down safeties. But, you know, credit to Notre Dame for recognizing that. Williams had 140 yards and 3 touchdowns for Notre Dame. Ian Brock had 310 yards, 1 touchdown, no turnovers, you know, no interceptions. And McKinley had 5 catches, 102 yards. Cornell Powell had 161 yards for Clemson. Amari Rogers had 134 yards for Clemson receiving. But it was a good game. For all the folks let me stop this narrative though. It's folks out. I ain't even looking at Zoom to see if anybody's trying to jump in. I'm glad I did that because I got somebody in the chat. I won't paying attention. I'm glad, Patrick, man, I'm glad something told me to come check, boy, because I ain't even realized you was sitting in the waiting room. So, yeah, as far as this game, though, let's go ahead and get this fake narrative destroyed. It would have made a huge difference if Trevor Lawrence would have played. What you can't mistakenly do is look at the numbers for DJ and just say, well, he had this many, like these stats. The game plan and the way they attack Notre Dame would have been totally different. Trevor's decision-making, the reaction time, like that plays a role. His ability to maneuver with his legs, it plays a role. But to me, the biggest difference was the game plan. They would have really attacked Notre Dame, in my opinion, compared to when DJ's in the game. There's no knock on DJ, not saying he's not capable. But, bruh, we all know Trevor Lawrence is just like Justin Fields. When they backups come in, I don't give a damn how good they is. It ain't them. They ain't on the same level. So, everybody, please drink Shut the Hell Up juice when trying to throw stats at me about what DJ did. The decision-making was slower. The maneuverability in the pocket was different. Come on, man. Talking about Trevor Sunshine Lawrence. Let me get my dog off mute. See what he got to say. See what's good with him. There you go.
What's going on now?
What up, big dog?
Oh yeah, I'm with you. That game though, definitely different with Trevor Lawrence in there. I mean, don't get me wrong. The backup is, you know, he looked like good in the future, but
yeah,
you ain't gonna have the same amount of respect for him as you got for Trevor. So I think that's a 2 touchdown that you could probably say that you would have got more with Trevor. Mm-hmm. And I don't even think the game would have went to OT. I mean, I know the defense, he don't play defense, but I think it impacts it because the drives will be sustained, you know, even though – and I just think that they're going to meet up in the future. And now it's going to put the onus on the committee. Are you going to take a 1-loss ACC team over a 2-loss SEC team? Because, I just think that ain't no way Florida about to beat Bama. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see how the committee respects these games. Because Notre Dame in the past, they locked for the playoffs after Saturday because they still got to play.
They still had to play Clemson again in the ACC championship.
That's what I know. That
Dame never had to deal with a championship game late in the year, and you know when you lose late, it's a little different than when you lose early. So that's why Clemson losing now is essentially good in a sense because it makes them refocus. But yeah, man, you can't knock Notre Dame. Notre Dame did what they were supposed to as far as what Clemson was missing. They took they picked their shots, picked their spots where they tried to press the DJ. But hey, man, he still threw for a hell of a lot of yards. But
he balled out. I mean,
but that last series would have been different with Trevor. The game management would have been a whole lot better. The play calling to me jumps out to me the most because we know when you got a young guy in, you're going to be semi-vanilla. You're calling plays that he's comfortable with as far as compared to opening up your entire playbook and attacking the defense like you really would. So that's why I said, you know, with Trevor there, and DJ can't run like Trevor. I know it's ironic. You know, DJ, a minority quarterback, he can't run like that white boy.
But what about pressure? I think pressure busts pipes too because, you know, the last series, like he held
in
the ball
overtime.
overtime.
Yeah. What now? I'm mad at thank you, bro. Thank you for transitioning to that last series in overtime. the coaches showed you they were scared. Why are you trying to throw a little fake screen to Etienne, like fake halfback screen and seam route with that young boy like that? Because they came. I mean, it was a 4-man rush. Don't get me wrong. Offensive line let them down. It's a 4-man rush, 3-man rush, but that's how you know it was like, ooh, well, let's keep it vanilla. Because even the one they scored on was a vanilla play. It was just an inside zone. He pulled it and threw the slant. So, yeah, man.
But that game to you showed that Clemson, they missed their dog. I mean, regardless of what you can say. And then it's just funny because, you know, he tested. I guess he cleared, but he couldn't play. But he was on the side.
Yes.
He was on the sideline looking like a little sad puppy, man. Like,
hell yeah, man.
I felt sorry for bro, man.
Yeah, man. Notre Dame, though. Basically, the quarterbacks on both sides of the ball was out. The middle linebacker, 47, who's a dog. It makes a difference. I mean, I know the coach's son filled in for him, but he's not the starter. And then the quarterback on the offense won't there. So, but yeah, not taking nothing away from Notre Dame. I just want fans of Notre Dame that's saying that it wouldn't have made a difference because DJ had this many yards. You need to stop that.
Right.
You need to stop that. So, other games from college, man, that jumped out. Tua brother at Maryland. Everybody loving him right now.
Oh, yeah.
They loving him. So salute to him for would it be Penetration State?
Yeah.
Yeah, they be Penn State.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, but Tua, little brother, because the thing is, we know he got the scholarship to Bama because of his brother.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him playing 707 and thought he had talent. I guess he just couldn't beat out Mac Jones.
Yeah.
But then you know, Loxley is the coach who's the OC at Bama at Maryland. So
D. Haley, what up?
Then another big game was Virginia Tech took that L to Liberty, man.
Yeah, timeouts, 60-yard damn field goal, and your ass trying to ice a kicker. You got to hold. I mean, you get the Lamont, your big dummy award. You just do. You can't cop no pleas. You can't try to, sugarcoat nothing. And this is uncut, so you can curse and everything. It was a dumbass move. And he apologized. Salute to Fuentes for, taking accountability. But that stabs you in your damn gut. And people thought, look, what people got to stop doing is looking at names. That old school way of, well, back in my day, this school won't that. This ain't back in your day. Like, Liberty was ranked 25th in the country.
Right.
Put some respect on their damn name. Their quarterback was at Auburn, and he committed to Virginia Tech before he decommitted. They do his graphic on ACC Network. What do? They put his Auburn photo up. Come on, man. Put some respect on that man's name.
But they got Hugh Freeze as the coach, too, though. So
yeah, they got Hugh Freeze, yeah. Tez, what's good? What up, Brandon?
Hey, what's up, Ahmad? How y'all doing?
Born ready.
How you doing, man?
Oh, checking in, man. How you doing?
Hey, I am supposed to be Christmas shopping, but I'm taking that quick little break.
Hey, don't tell me you with the damn carts right now.
No, I got that background on, so y'all can't see the Target special.
Yeah. Hey, I do want to tell folks that see, I hate doing this, but I'm an accountability guy. Don't be coming at us with this Maryland Tua little brother bragging like the first game he ain't look like trash can juice. I just want to put that out there, but he looked good now. Everybody want to gloss over that damn 3 interception game he had and no touchdown. But, I know. Only good as your last game. I get it. So salute to them, though. They beat Penetration State. Anybody that beat Penetration State, Penetration State, get my – yeah. Who else in college?
That Georgia-Florida game was a good game, man. I just count that the more than what Florida – I just count that the more than what Georgia didn't do and what Florida did.
Game plan on offense, though, using their back.
It was dope, but you ain't adjust. You can't run the same play on me 9 times in a row, bro, and no adjustment.
Yeah.
And the Kirby Smart, man, I'm a big Georgia fan, but I just think that, you cannot – he paying for the sins of Justin Fields, man. Like, you can't let that walk out your door. And then now think that
you know why he let him walk out? He had Jake Fromm. He had 2 QB lambs up there. He had Jake Fromm or QB1s from the series. He had Jake Fromm.
Man, Stevie Wonder can see that who had a better talent.
Hey, it ain't no different than your boy that's at Auburn right now and your boy at Liberty.
Oh yeah, I mean, but Nick's his family is
Hey.
Yeah, he
big
legacy.
Talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not forget now, this is the same dude who took transfer Grayson Lambert from University of Virginia and started him over Jacob Eason.
Facts.
Don't know that he's got
he like shiny toys. That's what he like.
That's
He stick with the high hand, and that high hand eventually run cold. Man, that dude couldn't. Me and you could have threw them passes because the scheme that they was running down the field wide open, overthrows, and then the dude that had audacity had a nickname, the Mailman. He can't deliver, bro.
Yeah, what did that young kid that came in for Georgia?
Mathis.
Yeah, what is he known for?
He's supposed to be a runner, man, but I just think his confidence got shot after that Arkansas game. Mm-hmm. He got pulled out the first series, and and the thing that was funny, he supposedly was beating everybody out in camp.
Yeah, I did see that story.
And so and then Newman, I'm like, Newman opted out. I'm trying to think, like, did that help his draft status or what? Because I mean, was he that good at where he came from? Wake Forest.
Yeah. He opted out. Yeah, he good. Newman good.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
So I think he didn't want to risk it though, because he know that playing that big boy football, man. Now you tell me I could sit the weight.
Oh yeah, why not?
So that was another big game.
Yeah, I see. Ohio State. Justin Fields looks phenomenal.
Oh boy,
that's all we got to say. He looks phenomenal.
Are we back on Ohio State?
Huh? What happened?
Every year with them, man.
I mean, at least last year they got to the semifinal.
Yeah, that's the first game of the playoffs. They got bounced.
Yeah, I mean, he won 100%, but I'm just thinking about Justin Fields in a second.
But
they did win with Ezekiel Elliott at running back, so they have won a championship recently.
Well, they playing the Big Easy, man. That's what you got to call that, the Big Easy, man. Penn State, Michigan. How long Harbaugh gonna keep a job, man?
How is he still employed?
Yeah, they got smacked. Well, I didn't realize Indiana was in the top 15, but it wasn't even close.
It don't matter if Indiana's having a good year in the top 15 or not. You can't be Michigan and lose to Indiana.
See, you under that same umbrella. You looking at names of teams and in the past.
No. It's not that. It's not that. They're the better team. Michigan is the better team.
How?
Right.
How though? Like see, that's why I don't like polls, man, because they look at names, names. Oh, we got Harbaugh. It's Michigan. Put him right here.
No, see, that's why they keep getting. I'm on your side. Yeah. I don't like the love Michigan gets with Jim Harbaugh.
Hell no.
Oh man,
don't like
Harbaugh, man.
Get his khaki wearing ass out of here.
Like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't understand what the Big Blue alumni cannot possibly be happy with the money they're paying him and the connections he's getting from them and the product that he's putting on the field.
Hell no, man.
And then
that's had a good quarterback yet since he's been there.
No, he come on. Didn't he coach Andrew Luck? That's the only quarterback he had.
Did he go? Was he at Stanford with Andrew Luck?
Yeah. Was he at Stanford with Andrew Luck?
He probably was. I think
that was John Harbaugh before he went to the Ravens.
No. It was Jim.
Look at the black coach.
Did he?
Yeah, I think. Let me Google that, man.
Hey, man, I think he was there with Luck. I think he was. Anyway, Harbaugh needs some shut the hell up juice. They 1-2. They said, my boy Renzo said, how Jim, a former quarterback, but can't recruit a QB? That's crazy to me. Yeah, so they were saying it was Jim Harbaugh with Luck.
No, it was David Shaw.
He was the head coach?
Yeah, in 2011.
But I think he was there with Luck 1 year, though.
Okay, maybe so. You might be right. I don't know.
Yeah, they said Jim had Luck, yeah. I thought they were connected.
Well, Harbaugh, man, he just need to, I don't know, man. Michigan need to go ahead and do something different because they're not about to beat Ohio State. And that was the only team that really challenged them. So
Ohio State basically, they right now on ticket to the playoffs.
Oh, they going. I don't doubt that. Now you just got to figure out who else gonna go. I think Bama going.
Bama.
That's
Think. Ain't no damn think. You know Bama going. Come on, man. They ain't gonna keep no damn Saban out. You crazy? How much money they lose?
Unless Mac Jones get COVID and
And that's why that's why I knew Clemson wasn't gonna drop out the top 4.
So let me ask y'all a question. If the season remains chalk and you go into championship weekend, you got Alabama, you got Clemson, you got Notre Dame, and then my personal sleeper, I mean, it's probably not a sleeper, but I think Texas A&M will be in the top 4 but by that time. So let's say you got Clemson and Notre Dame in the top 4. And let's say Clemson's ranked 4th.
Mm-hmm.
And they meet Notre Dame in the ACC championship on a neutral site with Trevor back.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say that Clemson beats Notre Dame. Y'all think Notre Dame gets bounced?
I think the margin of victory gonna have to come into play.
Yeah, if they blow Notre Dame out, they're gonna be like, you fraud.
But they got
I think they'll beat Notre Dame by 2 touchdowns with Trevor and late in the year.
Yeah, it's different. I mean, you saw – I heard you talking about it, man. Watching ETN, you could tell he felt like he had to do something more than what he was normally required to do with Trevor.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, when's the last time he's dropped a pitch on an HB toss?
Well, he's dropped 2 handoffs with the young boy. It's back-to-back games.
That's what I'm saying. It never happened with Trevor.
Because they gotta hold their water and make sure Trevor don't keep it too. And that's another thing. Like with Trevor out, everybody can just focus on Etienne. That's how you know Trevor is a true threat with his legs, because you just can't focus on Etienne because you know Trevor gonna keep it and bounce. And he's just as skillful as being elusive and running down the field with the ball. So yeah, man. That's all I got for college, though.
I got another question for y'all. Bounce out that. Do y'all like Dabo antics?
Dabo,
man, he was going so hard at the ref the other day, man. I just was like,
for the interference,
man. Was that a PI?
Nah, not that one that was by the sideline. Nah.
He was going hard
because the big receiver already had pushed off, and I was like, okay, they're gonna let him play.
Yeah.
So I didn't think it was a PI, but again, man, Notre Dame, y'all ass need to be fined for letting all them you can't help but let them on, but god dang, all them people rush the field and we in COVID.
How many
players are people y'all letting in the stadium?
Huh?
How many people are y'all letting in the stadium? First of all,
right. I think they're in a red state, so they go up to what, 20,000?
Man.
They said the blue states only, they allow less than, I ain't trying to get political or nothing, but that's what they tell me.
Yeah. So. Man, that was a lot of people.
Right.
So what happens now? So what happens now if – because all I saw really, I mean, you can't pick out the kids and the students and all that stuff, but you can see all the gold helmets right in the middle. So now what happens if there's an outbreak in COVID cases across Notre Dame's football team? Are we going to give that sort of exception?
Ooh, that's a great question. That's a great question. I mean, my thing is this. Are they going to say the kids couldn't get out of there fast enough? Or, they're going to have some workarounds. But I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Like, somebody got to answer up to that.
Yeah, if you're going to allow fans in the stadium, you're also responsible for hiring the security that keeps the fans off the field. It's all on the school.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's all on the school.
Oh, yeah.
And, we're sitting here finding NFL coaches and taking away draft picks just for wearing a mask. NCAA needs to step up and say, oh, whoa.
Yeah. That's how you know it's a money grab, man, because they've been killing your boy. What's the Raiders coach? Gruden. They've been taking all his money. Shout out to them. What, they 5-3? That's a good segue to NFL. They 5-3. They celebrating being in second place to the Chiefs. But they 2 games behind the Chiefs.
Before you transition there, I got to hop off, but I wanted to bring something to light real quick if you don't mind. There was a story that popped up today, and I know it's probably not going to get a lot of notoriety, but the Masters tournament's this week, big golf tournament. Everyone knows that. Every Monday of the Masters, Fred Ridley, the chairman, or whoever the chairman may be that year, gives a conference. And this year he announced that Lee Elder would be an honorary starter for next year's Masters, the 85th Masters.
Mhm.
And I think that that's so important because Lee Elder is the first, he broke the color barrier for the Masters tournament 45 years ago. He was the first black man to ever participate in a Masters tournament. And for the last 15 at least years, the honorary starters have been Jack Nicklaus, Gary Player, and Arnold Palmer. And then, of course, Arnold Palmer passed away, and they just kept an empty chair there. And they always hit the first tee shot on Monday morning, and that's what officially starts the Masters. So next year, Lee Elder will be taking one of those empty spots with Jack Nicklaus and Gary Player. And more importantly, Lee Elder went to Payne College in Augusta, Georgia, which is one of the HBCU colleges located down there.
All right.
And
That's
to
dope.
help them out, Augusta has fully funded 2 scholarships that will be awarded annually, one to each student who competes on the men's and women's golf team. And they also opened up a fund called the Lee Elder Scholarship Fund that'll help foster opportunities for black men and women as they pursue dreams off the court. So there's a fund that's been set up in his name that Augusta is going to pay for, and there's 2 scholarships, full rides, that Augusta as a board has given to Payne College to help that out. And I know that's not going to make a lot of news, but in everything that's going on, I think that's huge.
That's dope.
Oh, that is.
Salute to them for that, man. That's big time. That's big time.
If y'all want all the details, y'all can look it up. The chairman's name is Fred Ridley. The golfer's name is Lee Edler, Edler. And there's a bunch of information. They're doing some good things down there for the HBCUs in Augusta and the state of Georgia. And I just thought that it would be cool to get some light to that because I know it's not going to get limelighted.
That's what's up, man. Salute to them for that. Salute to the masses, man. I ain't gonna front like I'll be watching y'all unless Tiger wearing his red. You know what I'm saying? I let y'all have the lead up days, but that's dope.
Yeah. That's dope, I wanted to bring light to that, but I'll let y'all get to it. I'm gonna keep watching y'all on target. Y'all have a good night.
Appreciate you, man. Be safe out there, man. Them damn carts is dangerous now. Watch your back.
Gotta monitor your own. Them BWBs, man.
Yeah, them cart gang. Bang, bang.
All right, y'all.
All right, bro.
All right, now.
Got JaVale in the house right on time, man. We transitioned to NFL right on time. Got my dog. It's been a minute. Let me get him off mute. Make sure he's straight. But, yeah, man, let's go ahead and transition to NFL. Definitely the first thing I want to talk about, though, is we got to shed a lot of light on Mike Tomlin and the many years that he's been the coach of the Steelers, and he has not had a losing season. His worst is 8-8. I think he had 2 8-8 seasons. And now he's already guaranteed at worst another 8-8 season. And remember last year, they were beat up at quarterback. There was a lot of moving parts.
And they still almost made the playoffs.
He's always riding the ship. And I remember JaVale not better than him. I remember you Steelers fans wanted his ass fired a couple years ago.
Facts. I
ain't gonna say no names, but y'all wanted him fired. What's up with that, man? Put some respect on Mike Tomlin's name. That's what's his 15th year coaching there? And no losing seasons in that division?
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Virginia does it big, baby. Virginia does it big.
God, never let's be there because I ain't gonna say it. They're gonna say I'm biased, but if he said it, it's a fact, Jack, and that's what we ride with. So that game yesterday, bro, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this right now. Dallas reminded folks the talent they have, but it just can't be sustained. Like you saw the talent they had on defense, especially defensive front, and then you saw the boo-boo everywhere else once the Steelers settled down. Because I know the Steelers want to just run the ball on Dallas because everybody been running the ball versus them. And they ain't realize how their offense set up that they could just throw on Dallas. And that's why in the second half they made those adjustments. And every time they needed a touchdown or they needed points, they drove down the field. And I know the refs helped. We're going to get to that. But Dallas fans, y'all got a lot of damn talent. You always do. But y'all just can't get it together. Like the young quarterback looked good. Y'all ran a lot of wide options that y'all used to run with Jason Witten.
and he was getting the ball out. Zeke was running hard. Zeke still can't pick up blitz pickups. People jump over his head and stuff. And then y'all just Dallas. Y'all just nut up in the clutch. You don't go for it when you should go for it. Like,
hey, Hawk, why is it? Why, in your opinion, why is it? It seems that when teams get down, and it doesn't have to necessarily be, the last possession or quote unquote 2-minute offense.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like when teams get down and they go to this hurry up, where it's harder for the defenses to substitute players, especially on the D line, it seems like good quarterbacks or good offenses can move the ball so much more fluently.
Yeah.
And that hurry up type of offense in that scheme, because what were they were down 19-3?
It was 19-6. Yeah, 19-6. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, I know Ben is a Hall of Famer and they have weapons on the outside, but it just looked fluent. And to me, like, I thought of Matt Stafford because it seems like every time Detroit gets down and it comes to the last possession or two of the game, Matt Stafford looks like one of the greatest quarterbacks ever when he's in that hurry up, system, and where it's more, instead of more thinking, it's just more reacting.
Plus, you're getting a lot of vanilla coverage too. A lot of times when you go hurry up, a lot of defenses are going to check to real vanilla coverage, and they won't be as aggressive because they don't know if guys are lined up. So yeah, you make a great point, and we even say that in college, like, damn, why don't you start like a 2-minute drive early in the game? Like, why don't you come out and
start the game off? You know what I'm saying?
That's always been like everybody's biggest question, and a lot of offensive coordinators say like it's because you already in the groove and like the butterflies are out, so it's just one of them things where it's like a change of pace. But I always felt like, I would say like your first couple plays, you go stick to your script. But if you get a first down, like whenever I get my first down, I think I want to go NASCAR. Like I want to push the tempo. And like it's a cardinal rule. Like if we get a first down on the play, we back on the ball immediately. And we're going to keep attacking until you stop us. And then we got to go to third. We might regroup or we might not. But yeah, man, when they started pushing the tempo, they saw that Dallas had to go vanilla because of people on the back end, because of the front. And then Ben, they made adjustments, always having like a side adjustment guy at the line of scrimmage just waiting because once his knee got banged up. But Lorenzo said he basically threw a shot back at Mike Tomlin, said, you got the Bengals and the Browns in their division.
You play who on your schedule, man. You play who on your schedule.
But on the bench, on the
I don't like that narrative of you know what I'm saying, because the NFL it changed every week because you have teams that aren't predicted to win, or they're not favored. The NFL is different every week, man. You see what the Dolphins done, and hey, that man with the Dolphins,
who Flores, Brian Flores,
Flores, he one of the better coordinators who have left the Belichick and the Patriots system, because what he has done with the Dolphins is real nice. Everybody, mocked them and was saying that they shouldn't have, left Fitz and went to Tua or whatever. But they have a solid defense, and that's what he did with New England.
That afforded him to do that. Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So what they've done, and Tua, last week against the Rams, he didn't do too much. The defense and special teams won that game, and yesterday was almost the same thing. But Tua looked better, you know what I'm saying? And as he progresses and he gets in the flow of things and the speed of the defense, I think they're gonna be all right. The Dolphins, to me, in the AFC, they may be the sneaky pick because their defense is good. They got a lot of ballers on their defense, man.
You got to think. Here's the crazy thing about the Dolphins: as soon as they start rolling, the Bills keep rolling. Like the Bills are like 6-1.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, it might be like that year when your boy took over Tom Brady. He won 10, 11 games, and then Indianapolis and Baltimore won like 13 and 12 games respectively, and they couldn't get in the playoffs. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. But yeah, like you said, like Flores is making sure that when he made that switch to Tua, everything's pretty much vanilla and straight to the point, and they play field position. Smart with the football. He hasn't been turning over. He made a great throw late in the game on that fade.
and he's playing within himself. So he always did that at Alabama too. He played within himself. He always got the ball out quick. You know, it was always the question was like Fitz was, you know, doing like we all hate change. It's like, damn, it's going good. Why would you change? Like, and that's why you get the pushback. Like, damn, why would you change when it's going good? But hey, man, salute to him. It worked. Because if it won't work and we be dogging his ass, so we got to praise him because it's work.
What I see about Tua,
he probably the lead candidate for Coach of the Year when you look at the totality of everything.
Yeah, and what I see about what I've seen with Tua is it's different when you watch players, especially at the quarterback position on the college level, and then when they get to the pros, he doesn't have the strongest arm, but he can make all the throws. But he is accurate, especially the intermediate passes, the short passes. Like all those passes are on the money. Like they are picture perfect. You know what I'm saying? And he always allows the receiver to make a play. But I think, you know, and it's a change in the guard. Everybody knows the situation with the Patriots and Brady leaving. But you know, I think definitely. Buffalo is nice. They fell off a little bit, and Seattle just they defense is just
their defense trash. Their defense is absolutely trash. Trash.
But they made a decision, you know, and I guess for the most part, all teams go through this. When you make a decision to pay
a quarterback
that type of money, then every defense is going to fall off. We saw the Packers defense fall off when they paid Aaron Rodgers that money. You know what I'm saying? The same thing has happened with Seattle when they gave Russ that money. And that's always going to happen.
You just got to make sure your cap is at a place where you can manipulate it, because KC was in the spot to where they can manipulate their cap where, you know, like Honey Badger and all them was signed, Juan Thorhill still on his rookie deal. Like, you got to catch it. Like, the timing is everything with contracts, and that's why with Dak's situation, the timing wasn't right because they paid everybody else and he was last, and then everybody's like thinking about, well, what about everybody else? It's like, well, shoot, you won't think about that when you were signing them fools.
And that's the thing, Hulk. When you look at KC and what they did, that was still a rookie quarterback with Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? You look at what the Ravens did. Lamar still on his rookie contract. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Carson Wentz did before your Eagles signed back. You know, that was on a rookie deal, and that's like over the past 5 to 7 years. That's what organizations want to do. They want to find that quarterback on that rookie
deal
scale, and they can work around everybody else on their squad. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about right now. That's what it's all about right now. So you look at what the Chargers has done, you know, and that's the thing with old boy from Oregon. You know, everybody was saying they couldn't believe this, then the third. But if he had came out his junior year, he was projected to be the first quarterback taken in the draft.
I'm glad you brought that up.
He chose to come back.
I'm glad you brought that up. Ain't that amazing? How 1 year – so how he the top – basically the top prospect in a sense, and then Joe Burrow get hot and they just forget about young blood. But shout out to my dog Blaze, who just came in. Patrick, who in here.
It was Tua and Joe this past year. You know what I'm saying? And I understand, you know, what happened. You know, Tua was doing what he was doing in Alabama, you know, and Burrow had LSU, best team in the country last year. But just a year before that, if Herbert had came out, Herbert would have been the number one, maybe not number one overall.
He was in a discussion.
He would have been the first quarterback taken in the draft. You know what I'm saying? And
that's how we know it's all about timing. It's all about timing because Joe Burrow 1 year made him $36 million. Think about that.
Yep.
So timing is impeccable.
Both balling their ass off. I say that.
When you get to the pros,
balling, yeah. But you can't call their ass winners right now.
Well, I ain't say they're winners.
Hey,
that ain't to you, but people love to throw somebody's a winner.
Hey, so it's been
those
so
are
the past like
trophy ass people.
Yeah, what'd you say?
Ever since I guess what was that? Was that week 2 when Herbert came in for Tyrod?
Yeah.
So ever since then, on the two DMV radio stations, they going crazy because now they saying, oh, the team should have took Herbert instead of Chase Young. What are they thinking? You know what I'm
Hell
saying?
no.
Even,
no.
Even over like every day, that's what they talk about
Man,
every
Chase
day.
That boy
Young's
gonna be
Chase
hell
Young's
rushing
different.
the passes for years after years after
Everybody
years.
that play against
They
the
made the right
Redskins
move.
know
So
that
what they
goddamn
think
front
is
coming.
So the scenario is, do you take if they were coming out in the draft right now and you knew what their careers was going to be, would you take Joe Montana or would you take Lawrence Taylor? Because that's what they're comparing them to. Not saying that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you just like
Montana.
this. I'm gonna tell you just like this. The defensive guy is always more fluid, in my opinion. So if you're talking about Joe and Lawrence, I'm gonna take Lawrence because I could just say go.
that?
Joe was
LT.
Bill and his philosophy, and it played into what Joe did. With quarterbacks, man, you gotta have appropriate tutelage on the staff, or they ain't gonna be nothing unless they just an outlier, yo. Like a lot of times when you draft these quarterbacks, you got to be able to teach them and build around them. Like that's what made like a Joe Montana great. That's what made like Steve Young. People forget he was all right when he first came to the league in Tampa, but he got that
That's what I was
tutelage.
about to say, Hawk. You get Joe Montana, you're gonna have to put people around him. You get LT, line up and go get the quarterback. That's all you got to tell him.
So Blaze, if Sunshine does enter the draft and the Jets have the first pick, is he gonna be good with nothing around him on the offensive side of the ball with the Jets?
He's going to struggle if he ain't got nobody to pass to.
He gonna get killed.
That's what I'm saying. So a lot of the time it has to do with the situation you're going into.
Oh yeah, they got weapons in San Diego. I mean LA.
No. I'm speaking of next year with Lawrence. If the Jets
they better draft every damn receiver that they can and go to free agency. And there's no knock on any receivers they got on the Jets now. You're professionals. I'm not knocking none of y'all.
Y'all might have to ask Curtis Martin to unretire to help that boy.
Something, bruh.
But they need to fire Adam Gase though. I don't understand how that man keep a job.
Oh, they still got what's his name still there though? What's my guy? The agent.
Jamison Crowder is busy, gets busy, but that's
but what's the running back? Oh, Frank Gore's still there. He's still getting it in.
He older. He our age, Hawk.
He's still getting it in, bro. I ain't lying to you. I don't know how he do it, man. That man will get you about 65 a game if you let him get that right. That's 1,000 yards. You get 66 a game. That's 1,000. He about 70 years old.
You let Frank hit one of them open lanes, he's gonna take off on you.
What? But hey, I just hope Justin Fields don't go to New York because just the luck of everything that's everything. Justin there take Justin and he'll die.
Right.
Hey Hulk. Hey Hulk. What's up with the kid from BYU? Because he been blowing up on the scouts for the past 2 or 3 weeks.
Like, Size his ass up. Let him be the first quarterback chosen by the Jets.
I mean, he